My point is that black people are always going to be under the scrutiny of the bullshit that they are drug into. That there is a systemic ignorance toward the blacks, and it is instilled upon the blacks themselves. And I just believe that when it comes to being a black person, there's always going to be some drama and some bullshit about the significance of individuality. And individuality is something that everybody has to deal with, but blacks are sort of beaten up for it, and it's just ridiculous. Somebody asks me, Asians kill Asians, whites kill whites, blacks kill black. What's your point? The point is that there is a disconnect between a lot of people that are from different backgrounds when it comes to black people. Donald Trump has been insulting groups of people for the last 60 to 90 days. He's insulted Hispanic judges. He's called women bimbos. But that's funny, and he keeps getting more money. And then we're told in the black community that y'all need a voice. You guys need a voice. And then we get a voice, and they tell us that the voice is a bad choice. That's not a match, motherfucker. That's the point I'm making. Is that fucking over the black people and making the black people look dumb themselves with their own bullshit on top of the fact that everybody's got bullshit is what makes the point. That they're going to keep shooting these black people. They're going to keep shooting them. It doesn't matter what the fuck you think, whoever you are. I forgot this person's name. It made me mad. Come on, what's my point? The point is that black people are specifically targeted for this kind of neurotic ass behavior. You name one group of people that were enslaved at the foundation of this country starting up on the paperwork that has been captured and held and shown and held up, this paperwork on these blacks. What other sociological setup when it comes to people has this country drawn from the way it has drawn from the blacks? Name one other fucking group. And that's why when they're writing all these tickets and shit, banking all this little petty ass money that the blacks barely have anyway, it's systemic. It's a system, bitch. It's a system, motherfucker. It's a system. That's what I'm telling you, stupid, arrogant, dumbass. Why don't you read some shit? Get out of your racist righteousness, white privilege bullshit. Asians don't treat Asians the way systemically blacks have been trained to treat blacks. Whites have not been raised systemically to treat blacks the way they treat their own whites. It's different. It's different. It's different. And unless you're old enough or open enough or wise enough or honest enough to see it, you're going to keep being an ignorant, dumbass motherfucker arguing with somebody who knows exactly what it feels like with your motherfucking ass. You remind me of Bob McCulloch from the fucking Ferguson trials. It was Bob McCulloch who decided to set Darren Wilson free. It was Bob McCulloch who don't give a fuck about black people and the process that they use to get all that little chicken shit money from the blacks in Ferguson, Missouri. It was Bob McCulloch who farms and cultivates the ideas of Donald Trump and all of this racism and the built-in. It's not just the race. The racism is not just built into the cops. It's built into the government. It's built into the criminal justice system. It's built into regular everyday service. When the Denny's Corporation was sued because they were asking blacks for their money before they got their fucking food. People try to act like that we imaginarily just needed the NAACP, that we made up voter rights acts, that somehow it's a dream world to need civil rights. That is bullshit. that these people were marching around and that Harriet Tubman was freeing squirrels. It's bullshit the way they lied to us on this world. And now they're turning toward the Browns. They finally, people are starting to look and see how the Browns are being treated. And I'm not talking about Michael Brown. I'm talking about the brown men and women south of the border here. It's their turn in the goddamn stratosphere of the bullshit and indentured servitude and stuff, and they don't want to give them the proper fucking wages. And it's their turn to be the slaves of this fucking systemic way of keeping a certain power structure that has all of us in denial and full of shit. Everybody wants to live in Disneyland. Everybody wants to live in fucking Disneyland. Everybody wants to live in Disneyland. They killed and shot and shoot and constantly injure basically black men regularly. And everybody don't want to see it. They got the motherfucking video. There's a video. There's a fucking video, bitch. There's a video. There's several videos. There's constant video footage of this shit. What the fuck is the problem here? That there isn't one? That there isn't the problem? That's the problem? Or is the problem that we recognize the problem and people are bitching about the fact that we really do need a solution? It's ridiculous. And it's racist. And it's wrong. And I know Hillary Clinton is not the best candidate that we could come up with, but is the only candidate who will help slow this systemic bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna end it because too many people are trying to pretend it doesn't exist. But that's all the time I have now for a motherfucker that don't even have to watch my videos. You don't have to watch my fucking videos. You keep living in that fantasy fucking privileged ass mind of yours. And wait till somebody harass the fuck out of you for whatever they choose to harass you for. Black lives matter because Asian lives matter. Black lives matter because children's lives matter. And anytime you emphasize something on something to make sure that it doesn't cover up nothing, it's worth emphasizing it, whatever it is. So Hispanic lives matter. People from El Salvador matter. People from Ethiopia matter. People from Ireland matter. People from Ukraine matter. We can keep doing it. We can go around the world, bitch. But sometimes things have to be emphasized. So we are emphasizing right now, this time in our lives, Black Lives Matter. Fucking asshole.